Hi traders, this is Taylor from thetradinganalyst.com. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to run through a bunch of charts here, but first, if you're not already a member, go ahead and sign up on the home page. You can sign up for free for 7 days and take a peek at all of the member-only features, and all you need is to create a username and a password. No credit card or payment information is required. And you can take advantage of all the member-only features like the live chat room. We've got daily member alerts, options and stocks, daily watch list, a daily lunchtime webinar, educational videos, and much, much more. It's a great opportunity, and I suggest that you take advantage of it. All right, so let's get into these charts. First, I want to cover the Apple chart here. This is the weekly time frame for Apple, and we're coming up to a very key level here for Apple. We've got this downtrend line that has been holding Apple down for a year. Okay, since last April, at the end of April, Apple has been in a downtrend, as you can see here, with these lower highs right here. Okay. Now moving forward, this is the make or break level. If we can break over this downtrend line, then Apple can head higher. If we get rejected here, we're going to come back and we're going to retest these lows and potentially break these lows and make newer, lower lows. Okay? This is a downtrend line that you really want to keep your eye on. Next, I'm going to cover Amgn. The daily chart here. I want to go over a couple things here. We broke over this downtrend line, and now we're forming a new uptrend line right here. We've got resistance right at where it closed, right at 160. If we can break over 160, we've got this gap to fill right around 162, and then some pretty heavy resistance at about 165 from the highs here, 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 and here as well. Sorry, I got interrupted by the dogs here. So we've got that resistance up here at 165 from the highs over here. That's going to be a tough level to crack. A break over 160 and we can tag 165 up there. Okay, we've got a really nice uptrend line to use as a barometer of if this trend is going to continue. So far, so good. We've got a lot of opportunities to get long out of that. Looks like it's going to be breaking higher, certainly. We had a nice little volume push down here, as you can see. So I think that Amgn is going to be heading higher, tagging that 165 level. That's the first step. Next, I'm going to be covering Baidu. Baidu. Nice breakout over resistance. As I've been mentioning for a while here, this 192 area is key resistance. It was key resistance because now we're over it, so now it's support. Okay, key resistance from the lows of the previous breakdown point right here. A lot of touches along that level, and then as you can see, we had about 5 days where that ended up being resistance, and we're finally above that right here. And as you can see, today's volume, nice little volume push as well, so that's bullish for Baidu. Looks like Baidu's heading higher. We've got this uptrend line support right here, and that should be guiding us higher as well. Might want to come down here and flash fill that gap. I think that'd be a good long opportunity personally. Next, I'm going to be covering Chipotle. Chipotle, like I've been mentioning, our short target of 440 was met, and that's where we wanted to lighten up on our shorts. We've got big support from all these candles right here at 440. Okay, and what do you know? Right at this 440, we've got two hammer candles right here at that support. So far it's showing a couple of signs that we could potentially be getting a bounce here on Chipotle. A break over this downtrend line would certainly give me more confidence in that. At this point, I'm kind of just observing Chipotle to see which way it's going to break. If it closes below 440, we know that the move is going to be to the downside. If we close above this downtrend line, and I think we can see a nice move to the upside. So those are the levels that I'm watching. Another one I want to cover is Costco. Costco broke below this uptrend line right here. You can also call this kind of a rising wedge formation as well, with this as the top line right there. We're coming back up to potentially retest the broken trend line right here, as well as we've got a little mini downtrend line that's starting to form from the highs of these candles right here, and that's going to match up right around here between about 154, 155 right here. So I would not be surprised to see Costco getting rejected in that range up there. Next one I want to cover is Disney. Disney just kind of trading in a box here. We've got the lower end of the box right around 96.40, and then the top of the box is right around 100. So, so far it's been short the tops, buy the bottoms. Eventually one of those levels is going to break. If that level breaks to the upside, we can come up here and fill this gap right around 106, it looks like. If we break to the downside, next decent support I see is right around 90. So break below 96, we'll see 90. A break above 100, we'll see 106. Next, I'm going to cover GILD, Gilead Sciences. All right, so here's the daily chart here. We've got this really significant downtrend line, a lot of touches, and as you can see here, what do you know? We got rejected at it for 5 days right here, and then today we had our first close. I'm going to call this, just to be safe, at the trend line, okay? I want to see if we get another green day tomorrow, I'm going to say that, yeah, we're over that trend line and that GILD is in for a pretty big move to the upside. I know we've had a big move from the upside or to the upside from this 84 level all the way up to almost 100. So that's a really big move right there. But I'm telling you, it can move even bigger if we break over this trend line. So we'll see. I still want to see it prove itself to me personally before I'm committing anything. But again, definitely a good start. We closed over, we slightly closed over that trend line today. So we'll see what it does tomorrow. If we close back under it, it's not going to be good. Over it, that's going to be good. We're at a make or break point. Okay. Next, I'm going to be covering GoPro. GoPro, huge day today. Huge day. I think this kind of, for me personally, this one day with this insane volume right here, a nice big breakout candle right here. To me, I think this is all I really need to like the action on GoPro. I think GoPro is heading higher from here. We broke over this downtrend line right here. We've got this uptrend line support right here, and we're in this really tight range, as you can see by the really tight Bollinger Bands right here. So we can squeeze a lot higher here and retest that resistance up here at about $17 from the lows over here. And as you can see, we've got the larger volume by price bar up here. And as you can see, we're above this volume by price bar right here. And there's just kind of an air pocket. There's not a ton of resistance in between the way of $13.90 and $17. So I think that dips down to, you know, below $13 is going to be a good buying opportunity for me personally, and I'm going to be looking for about that 17 as a target. You got to look at this volume. You got to look at that candle. We broke over this downtrend line. We broke out of this little tight range right here that we've been trading in. Indicators are agreeing. RSI pointing up. MACD pointing up. Definitely a good look here. Next, I'm going to be covering Facebook. We broke below this this uptrend line right here. We broke below it with this candle right here. We did so on heavy volume. As you can see, we've got these 3 big volume days right here. And again, we've got insane volume on this day as well. Okay. Now, most of that volume was volume on the downside here as Facebook gapped up to here to the trend line. We were actually able to get short on some June puts, and we were able to get down out at the lows over here. We were actually counting on it being a swing trade, but it ended up being a day trade, so that worked out pretty well for us, almost a double. But anyways, getting back to the chart, we've got this downtrend line right here, and that's still going to be resistance. Okay, so that's still resistance. We still have a lot of selling going on, a lot of volume coming out of this stock this day, and then again today. Okay, the lows were certainly bought down here, and that is a bullish sign. But again, there was a lot of selling going on as well. So we're still being capped by this downtrend line. I think the bias is still going to be to the downside on this stock. So we'll see what it does with this downtrend line. I think it's going to continue downward. Next, we're going to cover Twitter. Twitter has been really nice. You know, like I mentioned, I liked it long against this trend line, and it did get up to that level that I thought it would get up to, about 17.25. Now we closed above that resistance level right here. Okay, only by 11 cents, but still, it's a close. It's a close above that level. It could consolidate a little bit lower, but again, I think that's going to be a buying opportunity. Same kind of look as GoPro a little bit, in that we've got a really tight range here, and we've got this uptrend line right here. Okay, we're breaking over these little downtrend lines. We're breaking over these little downtrend lines. We're making higher lows right here, and we're about to start making higher highs. Now keep in mind, we are still in a major downtrend. Okay, so the overall picture, if you zoom out the chart, we're in a downtrend. So be aware that if and when we do pop up, we're going to have some resistance around $19 or so. Okay, that's where I'm seeing the resistance on Twitter, but I definitely think that it's going to get up there personally. If you look at the volume right here, we had a nice little volume pop as well. So certainly has the making to go higher, and that's the direction that I think it's going to head. All right, guys, thank you for stopping by and watching these videos. Hopefully it'll help you out in your trading or investing in the market. Again, if you're not already signed up, you can sign up for the 7-day free trial and join the fastest growing community on the web. We'll see you over there.